So, and I'm welcome to another sweet tutorial because I did I just eat cake and zobo, so my belly dey sweet me. So I won't give on a one ogbonge kind of sweet talk. I know say the English is surprise on. So now Pidgin confirm one I won't speak. So this one a new channel wey be say this one na my first work. I want make sure say I bring am down and break everything for you to understand how to do am easy. I hope say you go understand. Just pay close attention. Abeg, put your head for ground for this thing I wan tell you. So wetin you dey see me do so now na my fabric when I just fold into two. You go see am. And you see am, my fabric now e dey one. If you dey work with fabric wey get pattern, like wey get or wey be say some heads dey face up, make sure say your head face up o. Make no go put upside down head. Abeg o, I no follow. I no tell you that one o. But as you see this one like this now, my fabric no get any pattern like that, so I fit cut any side when I like to cut because it go still come out. So wetin I wan do now na princess dart na me I wan cut. So I say make I show una on how to do am in case you no sabi and the calculation dey worry you for head. I come to make am easy for you. If na your first time wey you dey see this video, I'd advise say make you subscribe because things wey go come even yourself you don't go understand, or even myself where they tell you I don't understand the kind of things that I go show you. So you better make you subscribe to the channel to support us. So as you see, so now the fabric when I fold in two, and how you go take get your fabric folded into two, you go use the largest part of your measurement. And waiting I want so now blouse, so now only up might be this one now I want show now. So for up, as the half cut where you go do before the peplum, and your bust, your breast side, your bust might be the biggest part of your measurement. So what you go do now, your bust for the front, so now your bust divided by 4 plus 4 for your front. Your bust divided by 4 plus 4 inches for sewing allowance for your front. And for your back, now your bust divided by 4 plus 6 inches for the back. Why it be 6 inches for the back? Be say your back will carry zip. So your back and your front are supposed to be the same because of the zip wey go there. So I won't off the camera for now. They make I cut everything. Then I'll come back, come explain give on how it's supposed to be. And they'll bring any news I won't tell them. So now I don't cut them out. It goes as you see now. This one at the front and this one at the back. So as I tell you, the front now I divide the front. My bust measurement I divide them by 4. Plus 4 inches for sewing allowance. And the back, I divide my bust measurement by 4 plus 6 inches for sewing allowance. Why it be 6 inches? Be say this is 2 inches waiting for here for zip, and the remaining 4 now I follow the same thing for my back, for my front. The only difference be say now this 2 inches waiting for this side for the zip. So how I want to get my half length now? My waistline from my shoulder to under bust, from your shoulder to your under bust. Then you will calculate 2 to 3 inches to get your waistline, which is your half cut. Your half cut. If you're a beginner, just pay close attention. If you don't understand, watch the video again. I will try to make sure say you understand. So my back now I use 2 inches past my front because of the zip. So I will keep my back for one corner. Then I will work with my front. So my front where they see, so now I won't work with like this. So what thing I go do first? Mark out my measurement for you to understand. So from my shoulder to my bust, which is my shoulder to my nipple point, now 10. So from my shoulder to my nipple point now 10. I will keep on for this 10 inches when it be so. I'll keep on for this very 10 inches. Then my shoulder to my under bust now 13. I will make them 13 and half. You know, 13 and half. Why it be say na 13 and half and my shoulder to nipple point na 10. I suppose add half for this one, but based on the experience when I don't get, I see and say if I add half for this one, then they give me the perfect shape when I they get. So I can't keep on for the 10. And when I keep on for this 10, I can't see and say that one I better pass for the calculation. So now this 10, now you said go keep your own. If you won't get the same good result as mine, because me I don't go through the experience and pass through the process just to get the perfect work, and you don't arrive at this one now. So why I keep this half for this under? Because if you join this your shoulder for here now, this one will come sit to the 13. Let me say this half fit there, so you don't promote them for your shoulder. Let me say don't come back to your 13. So I think what I get here, So from your under bust now, if you want to get your half cut line from this your under bust, which after your nipple point, that under place wey dey so, I don't know, I will find a shoot video on how to take your measurement so that you understand that under bust in case you don't understand the meaning of these things while they talk. So if I show you the under bust, you go understand. Then from your under bust, you go use 2 inches. 2 inches they get this point for here. So you get one cloth when I want show you now. Somebody dey with me say make I use that one take show and make una understand in case I never use the mannequin take show and how to take the measurement. So like this blouse wey you dey see here like this, so this blouse wey you dey see here like this, so from this one now na off shoulder, so some inches don minus from here. So this point wey dey here, so now be your nipple point, and this point wey go inside like this, so now be your under bust. From this under bust, so this point wey dey here, so na 2 inches difference allowance 9 dey here, so to take get your under bust. So this place now na my nipple point, and this place now na my under bust. So here na my nipple point, and from here to this under place na my under bust, and be this one. So here to here na the 2 inches wey you go get for your half cut line. So how to get your half cut line if you don't get your shoulder to bust? It depends on the person wey you dey work with. Some people they're not too tall, so if you make them 2 inches, you go dey too up. So for people that will not too tall, if you make them 3 inches, or if the person is tall, if you make them 2 inches, like this one now 2 inches now I make them. As if it's so my half length, which is my half cut, my under bust, let me say my under bust now, I use this side, we no follow, just explain something for now. My under bust now 13, 9 be this, 13 9 be this. Then 2 inches for sewing, 2 inches to get my half cut line. So now you can see and say 1 inch now you can remain for here. This 1 inch will remain for here. This half way there, so now be this one where they will join for this shoulder. For your shoulder joining, now be this half. Then this other half way there, so now to join your peplum for here. So as it can be like this, so for this measurement, the half way you go join for your shoulder, I can include them for this my 13 way there, so 13 and half. So if I join this half for here, then if I can count 1, 2 for my under bust to get my half cut line, this remaining half way there, now I will take join my peplum or to join my skirt in case I want to make it for full gown. So that be the easy way to get this measurement. I hope you understand see what they talk, or I try my best to make it easy so that you will understand what I talk. So what I will do now, I will go ahead now just to roll my straight line so that I will walk in a very good position. So now I just come back again, can't take the measurement so that you no go shift anything, because you need your measurement to be straight. But if any of your lines bend, now wahala to your measurement, because this thing needs serious calculation and you need everything to be straight when you calculate. Make you not make any mistake about that one. It is very important. Say anything when you do so straight. So as it be so now, I don't roll my line. Wetin we go do now, we go further. So wetin I mean by the further be say we go front. So the front way we want go now to take the shoulder measurement and other measurements. So wetin I go do now, my shoulder now 14. My shoulder now 14. So as it did like this now, I don't fold my fabric into 2. So let me say I will fold my shoulder measurement into 2. So 14 now divided by 2 now 7. So I get my 7 here for my shoulder. So I get my 7 here for my shoulder. I come plus 2 inches. I plus 2 inches for front. So this one now I won't get my armhole measurement. So as I plus 2 inches for front, I come down by 5 inches. I come down by 5 inches. This point when I get my 5 inches, so I will put the same my shoulder divided by 2. I put the same shoulder measurement here, and I put the same 2 inches here again to get my calculation. So as it can be like this now, how to get your bust measurement, I will soon drop video on how to get your nipple to nipple measurement in case you don't know. But in case you don't know, make I still just brief you on how to get your nipple to nipple measurement. How to get your nipple to nipple measurement, your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 and be the easiest way to get your nipple to nipple measurement. And for this cloth now, what they make now, our nipple to nipple measurements now 7. But as it be say the cloth like this, so I will see add half inch because I will see sew and join. If I make another exact 7, if I no put sewing allowance, if I sew am, it will come short. So this one now my 7 for my nipple to nipple measurement. 7 9 be this one right there. So then I can't add half inch because if I cut, so I will sew this side and this side together after I don't cut. So when I cut them, I'll still explain that side for you so that you can understand. Now I never cut them. I just let you know, say I go do them like that. Then for your under bust, you go feel reduce 0.5. What I mean by 0.5 now half inch. So anytime you hear me say 0.5, me you know say now half inch. Now the YouTube terms with this. Everybody know of this 0.5, but in case you don't know, make you know now. Say 0.5 now half inch. So what I go do now, since I get 4 here now, and the person what they work with, and they see and say the person gets bust small, person gets small breast, and the shape, you want to see am, make I just give her half inch. I suppose come out if the person where they work with gets big breast, if it come out minus 1 inch from here to here. But since I get 4 here, everything I will put here now at 3.5, based on say the person not to get big breast like that. So why you go put that 1 inch for somebody gets big breast? There's some people that if you get this kind of measurement and they are bust big, if you make a 1 inch so that the breast will fit sit well perfectly inside. Even this one says you go fit sit well, but I prefer to come out to half inch based on say the distance between the bust. Because this person they work with now, the bust now 35.5 and the waist now 31. So the difference not to be about 3.5 inches 9 days. So you see I say the difference not to come out like that. So this half inch they okay to use. But if you see I say the person way they work with now the bust now 35 and the waist now like 29, that one you go see and say breast day. So that one now if you come out, if you minus 1 inch from here, they get this one for here. I also understand what they talk. So what you go do now, this distance from here to here now, you go come make an 2. You will make an 2 from here after I don't minus the half inch what I get from here now. What I put for here now, I make an 2, and I'll come down again make an 2 for here. And this place now still get another calculation, but if I get any work like that, I'll still show on how to do that one. This 2 way there, so don't be seen a constant thing for everybody. You get some people who get big breasts, their own at 3 now you go come out. Some people now 2.5 now you go come out. Some people now 1.5. So the calculation for here is plenty well. So I will find way to drop this measurement for now so that in case you get any work like this, say one is you follow. Okay, make I explain this measurement so you will feel useful for anybody get this. If you get person you get bust of 35, 36, and 37, this measurement they okay for them. If you get person you get bust measurement of 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. If you use 2.5, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Even 38, if you still use this measurement too. But 2.5, it depends on the person. If the person gets breast, as I tell you earlier, it depends on the kind of breast the person get. If he big, if he do like, man, not talk anything. But if he big, you don't say you will make am like that. So just like that, if the person bust comes small from this 35 when I get now downward, there's some people then get small breasts where they man not talk anything. So if you get small breasts of 34, 33 them, and the person say me so breast tube for them, the person no agree, say na breast tube you want. If you make here 1.5, if you make a 2 now, you hold the shape to 2 come out, so you go make a 1.5. That one is okay for the person who gets small breasts when they come out. That kind of thing. Hope say you understand that they try to tell you. So what you go do now, you go calculate from here to here. You just draw your line like this. In case this calculation why just talk now, you don't understand, let me know. The measurement where you go like make I do that, I go use paper, take explain for you better on the measurements where you will like make I focus on, so that you can understand how to get that type of measurement. The comments where we say measurement plenty pass now I go use. If you say na bust of 40 you want or bust of 44, if 44 plenty, I will select all the measurement. Anyone with plenty now I will use say shoot. So just connect from here. You see I say here to here now my shoulder measurement now I use plus this 2 inches for front. So this first place now my shoulder to shoulder, now my shoulder measurement now I will connect from here now. Take put for my nipple to nipple line where they see it. So see the half inch where I put it. So I will connect and straight down to this my half cut line. Then this 2 when I put for here, so now I will take shape my underside. And before I will shape the other side, I will come down by 0.7. This 0.7 be saying 7 quarter, and they call them for this, but now 0.7 YouTube terms now we dey use. So 0.7, even if I don't dey use to that 0.7. So now the thing where you go use, or in case you want 0.6, 0.7 here. As I tell you, say this half now 0.5. You count am 0.6, 0.7. That's how you take get am. They see 0.7 here. Let me tell you what I get from here to here 0.7, from here to here 0.7. Then everything you go do now to connect from here now, meet up this 0.7. If you get French curve, you get one curve like that they use. Maybe like you get one kind of shape like C cut. All you go do now just to place and make it stay for here and make it meet up for here. Just go ahead to just cover like this. If in case you don't get that one safe, you still use your hand. Connect and reach like this. Then from this up, you connect and put for this second 2 inches when I keep say now the extra after my shoulder measurement. From this your 0.7, now you go connect them. They go enter this other one. Or just take note of this one. Just take note of this one. In case you don't understand what I talk, now very simple something. It be like saying the first time where they hear am I make. If you watch this video again, I'll make sure I'll tell you go understand them better. So make I still brief you again on what I just do now in case you never clear, because the calculation not too plenty for your head to carry. I'll still make it easy for you to understand. So what I do here now, here I take my shoulder measurement and I come add 2. I know say you know that other measurement. And where your confusion they come now, this calculation ready for here. So as I tell you, so from this point now I minus ½ inch to get here. Here now I get 4. Here now I come make 3.5, which is 3.5. You know come before. So here now because of say you know say your breast, this side maybe your nipple point big past this your under bust. So you know if it be the same shape. And be the essence of this shape where I put there. So then from here to here now I can make 2 inches from this your point now to here. 2 inches now I extend. So that the same 2 inches right there and at the same thing I put for here, because here itself from this point can reach down at the same 3.5 9 day 3.5. So 2 inches now come there. So from here come down at 2 inches 9 day. Then from this my nipple point when I get here, so I can come down by 0.7 inch. 0.7 inch now I come down by. So this 0.7 inch right there, as I come down 0.7, and so I still go up with the same 0.7 so that I will fit get my curve well. So now the calculation with that. Then from this my 2 points when I get here, I can curve them like this. My curve come inside though. You come inside like this. You come inside like this. You no go like this. You no go straight. You come inside like this. So now so I can cover like this. So I have curved. No vex, I beg. I don't cover. I don't cover them like this. So I hope you understand what I just do here. If this video no clear, so now I won't cut to. I hope you understand. I say come down by 0.7, go up by 0.7, and the distance from here to here now 2. So I rule them like this. All here, so now 2 inches there. If I use tape, check and show you now. You can see and say now 2 inches 9 day. So all here now 2 inches they come here 2 inches. Then you cover and come here. Then this second one way there. So now I go enter this 2 inches when I put from here. This my shoulder measurement come for this first side, and this 2 inches go for this other side. You go see my 2 inches mark here. So from here where I root, so it meets up my 2 inches mark, go up there. Why it be like that? I will when I don't sew. Before I will show you how to cut your armhole. Because if you cut your armhole from here like this now, for your armhole before like your armhole like this, like so say your this come. But if I want to show you how to cut your armhole with this one, it gets process, and I don't want to make you confused about that one. I want to make it very simple for you to understand. So I will go with this other one, this pattern. See, get another way of cutting that armhole. I know they use that way because maybe so I take length, and this way I take length. So I want to do it for you to, for them today easy for you to understand. So they see as I cut. So as I tell you, so the first line now they cut. So the first line will enter your shoulder. Your shoulder line be this, and your shoulder line be this. From here to here now 5, as I tell you earlier. So they just go full on like that. There's this other one. See my second line. So all this part where they cut come out. So now my part where I don't need again. So now my dots, this is where I don't need excess with that. So all this one now where they cut the waist to now to get my shape of my breast. Now be all this one where they do so. So I hope say you understand what I try to tell you. So as I cut am out now, I see I say the shape don't come out like this. So what you go do, because you really need this point, so I want to show you now. You go not share this your under bust where we do here. You go not share, because if you want pad your front, this is your center. So if you don't get this not share, it will confuse you on where to put your breast pad. If you put them for this up, or if you put them for down, and you know go work, because this one if the pad and you get the pad go up. I will still show you video on how to do all those ones. Now small now you go take sabi, and the thing no hard to understand. And small you go sabi, and no worry for that one. Then okay, ma just show you how to shaping your this thing from here, so that you no go worry you when you can't go sew. Now you can't get excess, because I see this shape after I don't sew. I see the shape my cloth after I don't sew. After I don't sew, I see the shape. But ma shape am here so that you don't need to shape am again. You just go ahead to sew everything. So what I go do now, I will divide the same bust when I get. So I want to take the measurement for now to understand what I do for here. So my bust now divided by 4 now give me 8.7, but I will make am 9, because now only 2/4 9 remain. So I see my 8.7 here, make I just make am 9. My bust divided by 4, 9 be this. So as I make am 9 here now, when I go sew this cloth, I go sew half here, so because I will join them together, I'll take sew for this together. So when I go sew, I will come out half here, which means that 1. So I will place that 1 here. As I place this one, I go sew these 2 together. So as I don't place them here, I'll come place 2 inches for my sewing allowance. So this 2 inches now will come remain inside my blouse for my sewing allowance, which means this one is my main body. Then it will come remain where I will sew. So this one are my 2 inches for my sewing allowance. And you go use lining where you sew. Sure, you know that one. If you don't know now, because you go use lining where you sew. So for my waist now, what I go do my waist now? I go divide my waist, the same thing divided by 4. My waist divided by 4 give me 7.7. 7.7. So this one I just make an 8. 7.7. Now make an 8. So because of say I put my tape like this, now you can see I say space there, and if I take am like this, you no go fit work, because I include this space right there for my measurement. And what I go do now, this space when there we are already cut through away, so I'll come put them back for here. And if you take note, this space right there we are cut through away, so now 2 inches. So I will put these 2 inches back here, so that make my material for no short. So these 2 inches now I put them back here. And you know say I go still sew this one to this one. So if I sew this one to this one, definitely half will come out here, the same half will come out here, and the same thing will go affect this one, go reach it up. So this half will come out here, half come out here, now 1. So I put that 1 here. So as I put this one there, then 2 inches right there now my sewing allowance. So if you see I'm now, this my down, I don't complete for my sewing allowance for the 2 inches. So what I go do now, I just to connect from this part. Connect them, come down like this, then connect them like this. Easy way for you to shape in your blouse, so that you don't go worry yourself if you want shape again. So just connect them like that. So if you shape your half length like this, now one way on an express way you don't enter, so you go just sew and they go, don't even bother to shape, but you go cut your neck and everything. I will soon show you video on how to do all those ones. So if you never subscribe reach this stage, make sure say you subscribe, so that you don't miss those videos there when I go show, because I get plenty things so I will show you where you don't understand, where you go, I will make it simple for you to understand. So what I do now the 2 inches where I tell you say be my zip allowance. So now these 2 inches now separate this front from the back. Now make you understand say your back big past your front by 2 inches. So these 2 inches right there, the back they very simple to cut. So that 2 inches now me I place my front from my front. So I will just connect them like this, come here, then connect this one, come here. As I connect them like this, what I will do now, I will come get my connection for this up. I will just mark here like this. Check this in my hand. I just mark there like that. Then I will still shape my back, use my front to get my shape for my back. Just the same thing, just that small shape which I do here. So then I will come out my front, put for one corner, connect my back like this, connect this one, enter this line. Then from here, I connect them again, enter this other line. You see, the bag, they very simple. The bag, they like more. If you even shop and sell, if you want to, just go ahead, cut them, go up like this. Nothing there for the work. It's very simple. They like ice cream where they leak. You know, they even reason whether it will finish. Nothing there inside. So as you see, so I don't finish. So what you go do now? Your lining where you go cut now, you go just place them for your lining, cut everything the same way where the shape dey. At the same way you go cut your lining for both the back and the front. So I say make I tell una thank you, because the level when I don't reach, so I try well to stay reach this level. I thank una. In case you never subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. So just stay safe and remain blessed. Don't forget say coronavirus still there. Make sure say take care of yourself. Una bye bye.